Barbie with Jeannie's Designs, and my husband and I are planning to do some traveling at some point in the future. And so I have a lot of things that match the Lauren Mormino, and I'll show it to you, stained glasses roses. So I thought I'd just make us a family travel organizer to match. So that's what I'm doing. This is the Family Travel Organizer by Linds Handmade. A very useful product, really. This one is made out of Disney material, black and rainbow. It's so cute with purple on the inside, lavender. So it's got 2 passport slots here, a zipper pocket here, which is the whole side here, and then it's got a slip pocket there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 credit card slots on that side. So I mean, it really is all you need when you're traveling. So, you know, any tickets or anything you could put in here. If you're going someplace or you're not planning to travel where you need a passport, you could just leave this one open so you have one large slip pocket. We might need our passport, so I'm gonna make it so that 2 fit in there. But then I still have this slip pocket and I have a zipper pocket. So, and it closes with the magnetic snap. I mean, it's just as cute as can be. And you can actually fit a lot in here. Oh, the other thing it has is a pen, little pen holder. Cute. All right, so that's what I'm gonna make. Today, I am making it out of the Stained Glass Roses vinyl and some purple INDO Love Creations waterproof canvas. This is the thin, which is really good for this project. So these are the 2 pieces for the flap that I'm gonna put right sides together and sew. You do need 2 pieces of Peltex. It helps stiffen it up, and we'll put 1 on each side. So that is for the Peltex. You do need 2 zipper pocket liners. So I have 2 of those out of the waterproof canvas. I have 1 passport pocket liner, and that again is out of the waterproof canvas. I have the piece for the credit cards, which I'll fold, mark and fold. And then I have 2 main body pieces. 1 out of the Stained Glass Roses and 1 out of the purple waterproof canvas. Very cute. I am using this. It's kind of a purple iridescent number 5 zipper tape. And then I'm using rainbow hardware. I'm gonna use, because it's gonna be for me, one of these little baby Groots. I think they're called, oh, I got them from Zor-Elle. I can't remember. I call them baby Groots. I'll have to look them up and see what they are. I mean, cute. That's number 5, and then you need a number 5. I'm using a ribbit magnetic snap, and that's all you need as far as hardware besides the zipper. Oh, and a piece of elastic for the pen holder. Optional if you don't want to use it, but I think it's useful. All right, I'm gonna get all my stuff together and we'll get started. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click subscribe down in the right bottom corner by clicking on the JD, and like and share the videos, and feel free and comment. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is the flap. So I have 2 pieces, 1 of the outside and 1 of the interior lining. And I am just going to sew those together. I did put a piece of Decaville Heavy where my snap is going to go. And now I am just going to clip these together and sew around, and then I'll trim them up. And I'm going to obviously leave the top open. can turn it right side out. And you could, if you wanted to, do this raw edge. I have done that before and just painted it. But that would be cute, really. And I'm just gonna trim some of that up a little. And turn it right side out. And because I'm using rivet magnetic snaps, I'm gonna put it all the way through. So, both sides. I'm really glad I didn't use OtterTex for this project. Don't get me wrong, I love OtterTex, I really do. But lately, with the projects that I've been doing, it's just too thick for the purpose that I have. There we go. I'm just gonna push that out with my little turning tool. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Lynn. Thank you for letting me do your patterns. She's a wonderful designer. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her yet. Hopefully someday I'll be able to. Now, if you're using cotton or something similar to that, you certainly could go and press this. But I have my hole right there where I'm gonna put my rivet and my Decaville Light or Decaville Heavies inside there. I haven't had a lot of good, I am sure that I'm using this wrong because it doesn't seem to. She said use another piece of fabric, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know why. It was supposed to come with these little things on it, but mine either dropped out and I lost them, or I didn't get it. Yeah. There you go now. Okay, there we go. So now let's put our male portion of our magnetic snap on the inside there. And then I will go snap that. I am going to top stitch this. And I have plenty of room to do that, but I'm going to do that now before I go press that in place. So just 1/8 of an inch top stitch all the way around. And now I can close the top as well. I am using kind of a pastel variegated thread that I think it was from Wizardry Stitchery. It's very pretty. All right, so that's what we have. I'm gonna just go press that. And in the meantime, grab your main body liner and transfer the zipper pocket or the zipper outline onto one piece of your zipper liner and attach that right sides together with the bottom of your main lining piece. Does that make sense? So lining right sides together, and I'll be right back. All right, so there we have our magnetic snap on our piece there. Now I'm going to just stitch around the box, the zipper box, and I am going to decrease my stitch length to about a 3. I don't have all my lights on. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. It's kind of a cloudy day here today, so. Cloudy day today, and so it's not letting in much light, even though I have my blinds open. All right, now just like any other zipper box, we're gonna put a line down the center of that and then mark our little triangles. And we're gonna cut that open. Okay. So you are cutting through both pieces. I gotta find I had my other scissors over there because I made a embroidery pillow for somebody today. It turned out so cute. I already shipped it. Little girl's name was Emmy. Precious. Okay, then we're just going to push that through the hole. And I can press this just slightly, so I think I will go and do that. Although I think it hand presses, finger presses really good. If I remember now, just a second. Yeah. Karina, I'm telling you, this is great. She just had a huge sale. I missed it, but she had a huge sale on her waterproof canvas. I hope that doesn't mean that she's not going to offer it anymore. That would be bad. Because I love it. For this kind of application, it's just perfect. All right, so that's what you should have. So now we are going to get our zipper with our zipper pull on it. And I'm going to put some 1/8 inch double-sided tape on both sides. You guys really need to come join my Facebook group. It's getting pretty good size. And post your makes. I'd love to see what you're making. Now I'm going to go press that just a tiny bit. I'll be right back. All right, so then we have our zipper. I'm going to put the top one on first. I obviously made my zipper longer than necessary, and that's okay. I'm using number 5. In her pattern, she says you can use number 3 or number 5. I don't have tons of number 3. I have some. I just recently separated them. And I have more than I thought I did. That's pretty shocking. You guys are like me and you just have things not as organized as you'd like them to be. And then when you try, you go like, oh, I didn't know I had that. Oh, I didn't know I had that. All right, now let's sew around that box. And I'm gonna pull this to the back. And you certainly don't have to do this. You could just do some back stitching. Holding onto my thread so I know which one that I need to pull to the back. And then I'll tie those off. You can see my variegated kind of a pastel rainbow type thread. It's very cute. This is 45, I'm pretty sure. Text 45. Fire. All right, so that's what you have. Now we're going to take our other, I'm going to cut off my excess zipper tape first. I don't need that. And then we're going to grab our other zipper pocket lining piece. And just lay that on top. And this will be right sides together. This is, some of this is really kind of hard to tell which is the right and which is the wrong side. It's kind of funny. We had a neighborhood garage sale today, and there were people everywhere, just everywhere. All right, now I think we're gonna just stitch around that. All right, so we're gonna do the credit card slots next, and on her pattern piece, she gives you fold lines, top edge of the pocket, so 3 fold lines and 2 top edge of the pockets. So all I did, and I just ironed this waterproof canvas is, you know, the top is here. This is a fold line, and you bring this one up to that second line that she has you marked. And then, so you got 3 folds. And you end up with a piece, and she tells you what size this should be in the pattern. So now I'm gonna top stitch along each of the folded edges. Keep in mind this first one becomes your slip pocket. So we need to unfold them and do that second fold. One thing I will tell you, just to make sure, whenever you do credit cards, also I know you guys have heard this before from others, is just make sure your sides are lining up, because if they're not, then it's going to be all wonky in the end. Ugh, I went off the rails just a little here, so I'm just going to unpick that a little bit and go back over that. Because I'm using such a, you know, visible thread. I don't want it to look like that. Even though it's for me, I want it to look good, you know? And just so you know, wonky, very technical term for sewing. Okay. There's a little back stitch there, but I'm okay with that. Let me just burn that real quick. Okay. Okay, so now you have your 3 pockets, and she tells you what the measurement should be from top to bottom. I'll get my card slot out here so when I'm ready I have it. So now we want to, oh gosh, yeah, measure and just make sure it is, oh my gosh, I'm having trouble. If there is any excess, and on mine, there is none. I don't know how that happened. Never happens that way. It's a beautiful thing. Check your card slots to make sure that the cards go down in there the way you want them to. Yeah, they're fine. All right, and now we are going to measure over. Let me get my chalk pencil. Yeah, let's see. This is, okay, so. I love this little thing, but I always forget where the midpoint is. Okay. Now I'm going to measure down. I mean measure, not measure. I'm going to stitch. And she has you do it about a ½ inch apart. So I'm just going to mark 2 lines here. I put a center mark in there. And then I'm just going to stitch on either side of that center mark 1/4 of an inch. And if I do that, I will still have more than enough room for my card slots. And I'm going to come from the bottom up. And, yeah. Make sure you're not moving, your card slots aren't moving on you when you're doing all this stitching. Okay. Now we are going to place the hat, I just love this pattern, on the bottom underneath our zipper pocket. And it's just going to go with the bottom edges matching. And then we'll sew around that. Yeah, okay, good. Just with the basting all the way around. You know, yeah. Get your zipper pocket liner too. Increase my stitch length a little. Keep your zipper pocket, your credit card pockets flat. You know, yeah. This is where your little piece of elastic goes, so I'm just going to add that while I'm stitching around. And you're just going to put it right in the middle there. We're in the middle of your card slots. Okay, so let me show you exactly where I put it. I'm just going to turn this over, make sure I caught it all. Yep, I did. So right here, you just fold that piece of elastic in half, and you're putting it right in the middle of where your card slots are. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's see what is next. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna do the passport sleeve. Just a second. All right, so here's the passport pocket. Just be aware that it's not a square with rounded edges. So make sure that when you have it, it's gonna fit, because if you fold it the other way, it's gonna be too long and it's gonna be too short. I went ahead and put my tag on right there, and I just sewed through both pieces. And now we're gonna just top stitch that. Okay, so that's what you should have. And then we're going to put it on our lining piece on the other end. So it would just match up your bottom edges. And we're gonna just baste that in place. And then depending on if you want to divide it in two, you would just divide it down the middle. And if you don't, just leave it open. If you're not going to use passports and you want to have just one open thing in the bottom, just leave it that way. Turning it over, make sure we caught it. I missed it a little bit right here. It's just a basting stitch, so it doesn't really matter. And if I remember correctly, there's a pretty good seam allowance when you sew this together. So I am going to divide mine in the same way, except I am gonna make that 1/2 inch a little smaller, because let me use my bigger, let's see, there goes my other ruler. Yeah, so what I mean is I'm not gonna make this a 1/2 inch. I'm just gonna make it, man, I love using chalk, but man, it is messy. I'm gonna make it like 1/4 of an inch. Yeah. Just gives your passports a little extra room, and then I'm gonna come up on either side of that. I crack myself up sometimes. I was trying to get it to follow the same stitching that I had there, and it is for the most part. It doesn't matter. Goofy. I'm a goofy girl sometimes. Okay, so that's what you have. And this chalk outline will wear off over time. Same thing down here. Okay. All right. Let me put these back. And I'll get the next pieces ready. Okay, one thing. I moved my elastic down here. That's how she has it in the pattern. It doesn't really matter. But I moved it down here in the middle of my 2 passport slots. I had it down here. I think it's fine, but I have always put it down here. I don't know what I was thinking today. So, FYI. All right, finish your flap, and we're gonna lay that centered the right side of our flap up. So I just centered both these pieces, and then we're gonna just baste that in place. We're almost done. Okay, now open your zipper. Make sure your zipper is open, because that is how we're going to turn the bag. okay? So grab your outside piece. Mine happens to be this vinyl, and lay it like this. Your snap is up here, and I'm gonna go ahead, wait, let me just go ahead and put my snap on down here, if I can remember where it is marked. Let me get the pattern piece, because I moved my mark. I'll try not to show you the pattern pieces. I'm very sensitive to that. I always have been, and occasionally I goof, but I try to be very sensitive to that. All right, let's see if this works. I can get it in there. Yeah, that worked beautifully this time, so I'm sure it's I'm just positive it's a user error. Okay, I'm putting my female portion down here, and I'll go press that real quick. Okay, so once again, open your zipper pocket. Make sure your flap is on, right side up. And then you're gonna lay your outside piece and your lining piece right sides together. Your snap is on the left, so your flap is on the right, your snap that you just put on is on the left. And we're just gonna clip that all the way around. And I forget what the seam allowance is. I have to look. It doesn't. I don't see it right off the top here. Hold on. It's probably a good seam allowance if I remember, because she tells you to trim it down. Okay. Okay, so here's your zipper pocket where you're going to turn it. Very great design. Get a few more clips here. Okay. Okay, let's do it. And we're going to sew all the way around because we're turning it through our zipper. Then we'd still have the Peltics to put in there. Excuse me, my nose is running a little. Okay, let's trim this down all the way around. And if you are worried about your corners, you can go ahead and notch those as well. I might do it because this is pretty thick vinyl. I don't know. I'm vacillating here. I don't think I'm going to. I was going to notch my corners, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to clip them a little closer. And you could certainly go around this another time if you felt it needed it. I don't think it needs it, but. All right, now let's turn it right side out through our zipper pocket. And again, depending on the material you use, really determines how hard this is going to be. This vinyl from Lauren Marmino it's thick. It's beautiful. I wouldn't have it any other way, but it is thick. So it just takes a little finagling. Let me turn you around so you can see what I'm doing. Not that it matters, but I'm just trying to get one side for the most part out, and then I'll work on the other side. Perfect. Okay, let's get this side out. Okay. That really wasn't bad at all. Now, if I had used Ottertex waterproof canvas, this would have been a little more difficult. It would have been doable, but it definitely would have been a little more challenging. I need to reach out to Karina and see. Yeah, she's not the only one that sells this lightweight waterproof canvas, but I sure like it. I'm going to reach out to her and see if she has any, because I think she sold out of all of it when she had that big sale. Okay, let me grab my little turning tool. And just the corners are rounded, so just get them nice and poked out and rounded. This is going to be so pretty. My husband won't really like it because it's for girls, but that's okay. I carry all this stuff in my backpack or my purse. Anyway. All right. Oh my gosh. So that's what it looks like before we put the Peltex in. And I don't remember if I top stitched. I did. I top stitched that other one. I think I will. All right, let me grab the Peltex. Now, if I remember correctly, I've had to just barely trim these down. Yeah. Let me do that. Just take a little off at a time. let's see if that works. And then fold it into thirds. It's so much easier to get in there. And get in behind your zipper pocket. And we'll put that first one here on this side. Let's see how it fits. Oh, that's perfect. That really makes a difference. All right, and let's just look at this one. Same thing. Okay. Fold that into thirds and get behind there and put that in. And then I'm hoping you can see this. Let me turn you back here. So in there, let me see if you can see. Yeah. Make sure that your zipper pocket covers both of those pieces of Peltex. In other words, you shouldn't, this zipper pocket lining should be nice and flat over top of the Peltex. Beautiful. All right, now we are going to yeah, she just says to kind of close it. I've never found that to work very well for me. So I'm just going to measure it and find the middle. And get my chalk out. Because we're going to put a line of stitching right down the middle. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you're really basically closing your zipper pocket and stitching over that Peltex on one side. Okay, there we go. Now, if you don't want to top stitch, then you are done. But I am going to top stitch. All the way around. Oh my gosh, isn't that? That's what it looks like without the top stitching. It's so cute. I'm so glad I'm making one of these for us as we, at some point, travel. Okay, I'm going to start on the side here, and I'm going to do it from the front. It's going to be the most visible. And I'm going to increase my stitch length and just go around it at 1/8 of an inch. sounds noisy, doesn't it? We want to make sure, I think your zipper pocket is, yeah, facing up. Let me see what I did with this one. Oh dear. Yeah. But you want to make sure that your little elastic is down, facing down. You guys really should try these. They sell pretty good, actually, now that people are traveling more. And I would consider this a very beginner friendly, maybe beginner advanced. But, you know, most patterns, if you're a beginner, you can do, just take your time. Just go slow. All right, that's it. I'll go load it up. I don't like how that happens, so I gotta fix that. Do you see it? My elastic is askew. So let me fix that. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it up. The thing about this vinyl, you can't really tell where you started and stopped. It's hilarious. Can't hear, but okay. I'll go fill it up, and then I'll come back and show you. All right, here it is, the Family Travel Organizer. And this vinyl is Lauren Mormino's. She has it in stock from time to time. I don't think she has any in stock right now. But when she does, I stock up on it. All right, so it's got that metal snap, magnetic snap, and then you open it up and your pen is there. Your credit card slots are there. There's 4, and then there is a slip pocket. I just put some cash in there. And then you just have an additional zipper pocket. I don't have anything in there right now. And then here you have your passports. They fit in there perfectly. Now our passports are really thick because we have our traveler thing in there and we have our COVID card in there. So there's a lot of stuff in there. So that's what it is. And then you just close it up, magnetic snap, and you got a pen handy. You don't have to use the pen. I probably won't use the pen. I don't know. I might. There it is. Everything you need right in a wallet type format. It's not huge, but it's plenty big to carry all your papers. And like I said, if you don't want to have this as a passport pocket, just leave it one open and you can put all kinds of receipts in there. There you go. Family Travel Organizer. So thanks for bearing with me. I've done one of these videos before, but because I was going to do one for us as we begin to do some traveling at some unknown date in the future, I thought I'd just show it to you again. So thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.